Science Center says that
Science Monitor. The name of the paper is the Christian Science Monitor.
Right, it's Christian Science Monitor. Well, they said that Syria and Iran has tortured 10,000 Christians so far, beheading, torturing, doing what they did back in, this is what Hitler did with the Jews. Now they're doing the same thing over the Muslims' country right now to Christians. Same darn thing.
Well, that's why I say Muslims, period, are stupid.
Right.
They follow a liar, a child molester, a rapist, and a murderer.
Right.
And then they want to sit down and talk about Christianity and that fool at that Florida school that said, write Jesus and then on a piece of paper and drop it and step on it on the floor.
Right.
You got to be an idiot to be a Muslim.
Right.
And like it or don't like it, it's the truth.
Right. This is what we want to talk about for a little bit. Give you a little, clear this up, because how come Bill O'Reilly has not even talked about this yet? Nobody has. It's like this is nobody
They talked about it. They've just covered it very lightly. They have not really delved into it. Now O'Reilly delved into this a couple of weeks ago
about Christmas. Yeah, about War Christmas, but not this though. Not torturing of the Christians over in Syria and Iran. They're not even talking about that. That's what I'm talking about, Ron.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think the President of the United States is at fault, more at fault than anybody else.
Yep.
Because he's done absolutely
nothing.
Especially about that Iranian pastor who's in jail in Iran.
Right.
And being totally mistreated.
Right.
He's done absolutely nothing about it.
Right. And another thing too that we had, over in Africa, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and former Jimmy Carter, as well as Obama, went to Africa to pay respects of this social.
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, well, he's a communist. That's what he was. He was a communist socialist.
Well, you know what? Let's say this. He associated with the Communist Party because they were the first ones to come to his aid when he got elected president.
Right.
They were the very first. So, I mean, to say Mandela was a communist carries it about a step too far. Not two steps, but one step too far.
Uh-huh.
Because he associated with him. I don't necessarily believe that he followed that edict of communism.
Right, but he was friends with the Communist Party, though. You know that, right?
Well, so was Obama. He shook Castro's brother's hand.
Right. Yeah, that's why I wanted to clear that up. Just to clear that up for the record. I really do. Just to clear that up. Because it's something that we needed to address, and we're doing it. What needs to be done here? This is great. It's about darn time somebody.
What needs to be done is Obama needs to be impeached
Yep.
and removed from that office.
Exactly
That's
right.
the only solution to the problem.
Yep. And we got these rhinos in the Republican parties right now too as well. The only one's actually doing something is Ted Cruz right now. Ted Cruz.
Well, I say Ted Cruz and Mike Lee.
Yep.
And Rand Paul. They're the only two. And Tim Scott.
Yeah, Tim Scott. Yeah.
Science senator from South Carolina.
That's correct.
He's doing a lot too.
Right.
He's fighting the battle.
Right. Yeah. Tim Scott. Mike Lee was on Sean Hannity, and you also do have. Oh, don't forget that Grady too as well. He's also good.
Right. But so don't say they're not fighting the battle. They're just fighting a losing battle because they're way outnumbered.
Right. They're right. Way outnumbered.
Not only do they have the Democratic Party fighting against them, they've got at least half of the Republican Party fighting against them.
That's correct.
After what Ted Cruz said about Obamacare,
yep.
and for to have a knucklehead like that clown from Kentucky, the majority leader in the Senate. Mitch McConnell.
Right, Mitch McConnell. Right.
For Mitch McConnell to say that the Tea Party is something wrong with them, and excuse me, there's something wrong with the Tea Party, and then there's because they don't necessarily stand with the Republican Party. Republican Party doesn't stand for America anymore.
Right.
It's pathetic. We got clowns like McConnell, and we've got. I noticed lately that what's his name from Arizona?
McCain.
The war hero.
More McCain.
He's trying to change his stripes. I just think it's too late for him myself.
Right. Well, he did the same thing attacking George W. Bush 2000. Remember this? Is a campaign too as well. So he's always been a flip flopper. You know that. You and I both know that. So there's nothing new with this guy. There's nothing new. This guy's got a track record of flip flopping all the darn time. And remember, he supported Bob Dole back in 1996, and then he says, "No, I don't support him." So he flip flopped on that one too. Remember, because when he got when Bob Dole ran for president, he got who was it? It was an NFL guy. It was an NFL. Who was it? Anyway, when he got his.
You mean the vice presidential candidate?
Yeah, vice presidential candidate. Yeah. Jack Kemp. Jack Kemp. Remember, he picked Jack. He picked Jack Kemp.
The presidential candidate.
Right. Remember Jack Kemp when Bob Dole picked Jack Kemp. McCain backed out without his endorsement. Remember, but with Bob Dole before that, he endorsed Bob Dole. So. McCain's got a track record here. It goes way back over 20 years now. 20 years.
I think all those years in confinement and abuse have affected McCain's brain.
Yeah, right.
He's not thinking clearly. He cannot claim to be a Republican and a conservative and act the way he does.
That's correct. This guy's got a track record for doing it for 20 years. 20 years now, Ron. 20 years.
Neither can Lamar Alexander. Neither can Bob Corker.
Right.
And I live in their state. Corker and Alexander are the two senators from the state of Tennessee. And neither one of them is a conservative.
Yeah, you see, this is why I like having you on, Ron, because we actually talk about the real issues. Again, to death where the liberal communist press won't do anymore. We got to do it. We gotta do it. We gotta continue.
The communist press is almost out of business.
Yeah, I know.
Fox News is leading MSNBC, NBC, CBS, CNN by itself.
Right.
You have more people watching Fox News than any of those four at any time together.
That's right.
Beat Fox News.
Well, I call it PMSNBC now. That's why I call it PMSNBC.
Well, that's what it is.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Ron. I appreciate your time, Ron.
You know what PMS stands for, don't you?
Yeah, PMS it stands for yes. It's I'm trying to remember off the top of my head here. Go ahead and help me.
Well, the medical statement is premenstrual syndrome.
That's right, premenstrual syndrome. That's right.
But PMS really stands for Pack My Suitcase.
Pack my suitcase. That's pretty good. I like that. Pack my suitcase. Yeah. I like that.
Most husbands say when that PMS period here hits, pack my suitcase.
Right on.